So I'm here starting my YouTube channel. My name is Santron Freeman, and I focus on the title Santron by Source, very clearly stating that I am a vessel for the divine to really speak through and send energy through and be very connected to. And while we all, literally all of us, are that, and we all have that capacity to be the vessel for the unique purpose that we all are here to fulfill, my job is to focus in on Santron, and that way I can help empower others by being it. And today I'm going to share a bit about my journey and where I'm at right now. And it's interesting because today is the new moon in Cancer, and it's all about really creating your deep internal structure for your emotional well-being, that thing that's sustainable, that thing that is consistent and reliable, so that the empire that you're building, or the work that you're doing, the love, passion that you're constructing, for money, for personal life, for literally all the things that we care about in this world. This is what we get to do right now, is really focus on this, at least for the next 30 days. So this energy is going to be really prominent and loud and helpful, very helpful. And I'm saying this because I'm one that's experiencing it deeply. And I'll start by saying that I'm from DC, and I grew up in North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, and I've always had a passion for the arts and movement. We can call it dance, but movement, period, and music and singing, sound, speaking, sharing, writing. And about 13 years ago is when I went to go and pursue my career in the arts in New York. And that month that I was going to go, which was March of 2008, that's when my mother, all of a sudden, at age 43, she crossed over. And she crossed over, died from arteriosclerosis, heart disease, the hardening of the arteries around the heart. So there was no flow. There was no oxygen and blood flowing into the rest of the body to get it to work properly. And so the rest shuts down. And that crushed, shattered, that did everything that it needed to do to crack me open and be vulnerable to what am I doing here? What is this thing called life? Why am I showing up here? What is this? And I skipped over a bit of an extensive period of condensed and compacted trauma that I experienced over and over and over again. And so for that to happen, the month that I was moving to New York, while I felt like the world was literally ending, it was just beginning. That crack open, that crackening, that whatever you want to call it, it allowed me to ask questions. And growing up, I didn't know that was allowed. I was not actually allowed to share my truth, be it at home because of the things that were happening in my house, or even in school, when you ask questions, but you're not to question. Or even in religion, in Christian religion, the teaching that I was given, you don't question God. And those limiting beliefs, those things condensed my voice. I was shut down. And so I had to start really asking, because if I did not, I wasn't going to make it. I wasn't going to live. That said, I moved to North Carolina instead of moving to New York, and to be helpful with my grandparents and my grandmother, my younger brother with autism, my sister. And I needed to heal. I was working with them, showing up for them, while also needing to heal. And saying all that to say, I got to go to New York and pursue my career as a dancer, all the celebrity stuff. But I really needed to tap into, again, what am I doing here? Questioning my sexuality and feeling so deeply ashamed and feeling so yucky about who I am and what I am, and closing up, terrified to just breathe, terrified to literally walk the earth. And this was not my home. This earth was not safe for me, as I believed, based on all the external things that were taught to me, the programmings that we've all experienced in a way or another. I'm saying that because I didn't know how to structure what Sandtron needed in my internal wellness. I didn't know how to do that, but what I did do was find ways to cope. I found ways to soothe. I found ways to sort of kind of navigate it. Obviously, I made it here. I'm still alive, and that's big. And the reason I'm sharing this story too is because once I went out and did all that in the world and got to experience what it's like to travel and dance on stages with people that we know, celebrities, and do that kind of work and maintain also a somewhat of a well-being to where I'm still here, it led me to really going deeper and deeper and deeper to answer those questions that what happened with my mother? I don't get it. And I continued to ask and I continued to receive. And that's when I unlocked my intuitive abilities, unlocked my ability to be psychic and hear from the other side and really just do the things that some were taught to me and a lot I had to just self-discover. And training over the years, I found so much and so thankfully, so many tools that have helped me to ground myself, that have helped me to, I'm what you call a triple Gemini. I'm a Gemini Lilith Moon, Gemini Sun, and Gemini Moon. And that's big, and it's beyond what a lot of people think that they know about Gemini. But I'm saying this because I have needed to know what tools to cleanse my mind, to release all the mental things that are happening in my mind, all the anxiety, the depression, all those heavy energies. And so movement has been my thing, and not just movement, but writing is a very big thing. Music is a very big thing for me. I love to create, I love to sing. And I'm sharing this too because, again, we all have to find our niche, our thing that gets us to cleanse and purge and release, and then actually with intention receive. So this new moon, we're getting to really sit in our heart space. We're getting to really breathe and set intention to listen to what the heart says. And I bring the heart up again because it is the source. That is where God's source, universe, that God spark, that's where it initiated, in the heart, the first organ that was ever created. So as that's the beginning, it's also the end. So as we breathe and as we connect to that, as we intend to listen, as we quiet and not, things can still be noisy, but we tune in, we breathe with, again, intention and choose it. And I will tell you this, I didn't know I had choice growing up. I didn't really believe that I had the choice to. And now I know I do. And so do you. And as you intend and choose and breathe in through the nose and out of the mouth, or whatever way that feels most calming for your central nervous system, you do that. And as you do that, you receive those answers that no one can give you. Someone may affirm it or confirm it, but you already have them because the God source is within you, fortunately. That's why we are all equipped and all gifted. So as you tune in to the native indigenous cultures, the hummingbird represents the heart frequency, the abundance frequency, the endurance frequency, and it represents endurance because of the long journeys that the hummingbird takes to go and get nectar, the sweetness, and the long journeys that the heart continues to pump and be the powerful muscle, the strongest battery literally that there is, that we have. And it continues to get us to where we need to go. So we thank the heart now. We thank the heart today, and we thank it for communicating to us from a clear channel, a clear space, by, again, really, really breathing into it. Maybe close the eyes if that's what resonates with you, and allow everything to wash away with God's source light. I envision gold and white light. That's what I see. And the electricity that is pumping through the heart, that energy, I've visualized that very big in my heart space, expanding in all directions, all space and time, clearing my everything. And as I clear everything, then I'm able to receive, continue to receive, and then ground this light, ground this intention, ground what I'm feeling. And, one thing that I've realized, and it's been challenging for Sandtron, for me, because of all the things I perceived were trauma only. And now that I recognize how much they have been the most finite, powerful tools for me to really not just live and be here and be stronger today, but to actually contribute to this planet like I know I want to, like I know I choose to. And as I, again, feel that gratitude, as I feel it, that is the prayer. That is the gateway opener. That is the frequency of abundance. It's the direct acknowledgement of what is. And so as I continue focusing on that, as I continue acknowledging where it is, as I continue to acknowledge where God is within me, literally embodying this body, what this vessel is, my soul, my energetic body, my emotional body, my physical body, all of the things, every part of me, as I continue to breathe that and tend that, then I can truly trust. I can trust the information that I'm now getting intuitively. And I do ask questions. I do get signs and symbols from animals or from we call it imagination or pretend, but it's very loud messaging. You may hear voices and sounds, and that's why you connect first. You make sure that you feel grounded and connected to the earth and God's source, and then the information that comes in, you just constantly check. Let it go, constantly check, and then receive that information into the heart space. Because as we walk with God's source, as God's source, and we communicate with source frequency beings, as in our ancestors that are helpful and compassionate, as in the ones who walked this journey already in a different way, we know that there's information that they have, and it's energetic, which means that we're able to receive it. So as we breathe in through the nose and we release out of the mouth in a way that the central nervous system calms the body, our body says, I'm safe. And when my body says I'm safe, I can really receive the nutrients, not just the nutrients, but the nutrients from the food that I receive, that I eat. That's also why we say pray before we eat. Prayer, we speak, we feel, we choose, we intend, and then we are able to receive in the ways that are necessary, that are nutritious, that are delicious. So on this new moon, on this particular new moon in Cancer, and not just today, but moving forward, always start in the heart source. Always start connecting with God's source and grounding to the Mother Earth, to the very core of this planet. And as we intend, as we choose, as we get in there and ask, that heart space opens up, that ability opens up, that gifting that is unique to you and me opens up. And I know that it is so. I know that you already have it, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. Hey, and just continue this journey as you receive all the things that get you to be so well in your daily routine, be it writing, be it breathing with yourself, be it exercising, whatever your thing is. Find your routine, because I will tell you this, I don't like schedules and timelines, and I don't like all those things, because I feel I need freedom. But I realized with the appropriate structure that I and God's source designed, oh, there my freedom is. So be so well, be so you, and stay connected, because it is your divine right. It is yours. No one can take it away or give it to you. It is yours by choice. And thank you so much for joining my YouTube channel. As you can see, the sun is setting, and I'm going to go now and get ready for the new moon. Do your thing, and I will do mine, and I look forward to sharing more. I look forward to seeing you and being seen. Mwah. Thank you.